Microsoft's given us Copilot Chat, Notebooks and Agents. And if you're wondering which one you're supposed to use, you're definitely not alone. In fact, I see people using the wrong one every single day. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you a simple way to think about all three using one example. By the end of it, you'll know exactly when to use chat, when a notebook makes more sense, and finally, when it's time to build that agent. So let's start where most people start, but then quickly finish, Copilot Chat. So you join me inside of Copilot Chat, and here we can now use chat to work on those one-off tasks or use it as a soundboard or pull together information across all of my work files. And that's where Copilot Chat really works well. In my own take, I see it as a personal or digital assistant. As it connects to all of my work data, it knows a lot about me and can help me focus on given tasks. But we want to see that in action, right? So how about we give it a prompt? In this prompt here, which I can pass over to our Copilot, using my emails and calendars, help me focus on what I need to this week. It gives me then a list of work I need to prioritize in a table with also the actions to take as well. So let's pass this over to our Copilot and see what it can come back with. And there we go. We can see Copilot now found one relevant email, 5 calendar meetings and 6 unique items. Focusing on that first priority, preparing for a meeting we got this afternoon, it notes why this is high priority, the actions we need to complete, who's the owner and follow up, and to get this done before 10 AM today. That's pretty much how I would see working with a personal assistant would be, giving it that focus and giving us the times we need to also focus to make sure we get it done for. So with that, that's a really useful scenario to use with our Copilot Chat. But we can also expand on that. We can also use Copilot Chat for project work, but that's also where things start to fall down a little bit more. And I'll show you this here. Let's go across and start a new chat with our Copilot. And this time I want to attach one of our project files or multiple project files. So we'll go to the plus icon, add work content, and now I can choose all the files I'd like to talk to our Copilot about. We can see these here, project green space status summaries. And I'll add multiple into this conversation here with our Copilot. Now at this point, I can go and ask Copilot a question to pull back all the information from those status reports and give me a high-level summary. Let's go and do that now. And there we go. We can see Copilot's now working through the detail, giving an executive summary from the status reports, where we are in delivery progress, the budgets and current phases. And whilst this is a really good response from Copilot by attaching those work files, there is a problem. In this scenario for the project, I might have to do this every week or every day, and then also my colleagues need to do the same. We're also going to get varied responses from Copilot as well. So in that scenario, this can also feel like a bit of a time drain. The context of the conversation you see in Copilot Chat stays within the conversation. That means again later, if you want to come back to this, sure, we can open up the past conversation or start a new chat and attach a bunch of project files again. But that's where I believe Copilot Notebooks can now really help us out. It goes away from those more one-off conversations with our Copilot like we'd use with our new personal assistant. Instead, now it brings everything together. So how does that then work in reality? Well, on the left-hand side, we can see here the Notebook section inside of the Copilot app. Left-click it, and we can now see notebooks I've got access to. Here is one for Project Green Space. If you want to create one, well, it's as easy as clicking on New Notebook, giving it a name, and off you go. But let's go and see one we've created earlier. By left-clicking Project Green Space, we're then taken into the Copilot Notebook. Albeit this is a more simplified view of the notebook, but it shows here what is really possible with it. You see on the right-hand side, we see all of these references. References are files that maybe live in SharePoint, OneDrive, or in Microsoft Teams. When we add references into our notebook, which we can do from here, what effectively gives a notebook knowledge, and that's scoped knowledge. So you can add more and more files into your notebook, and then Copilot will reference those in any of the responses. So rather than looking at thousands and thousands of files, now it's only focused on the references inside of the notebook. And that's where I think it can really help against Copilot Chat. Because all the files are referenced, it already has context of the conversation. We're not repeating ourselves every single time. So for example, we can now give Copilot a prompt or a question. In this dialog here to message Copilot, I'll give it a prompt to pull back the latest on Project Greenspace. And there we go. We can see here that I gave the prompt from the information in the notebook, can you give me the latest information on Project Greenspace? And it gave us the Project Greenspace latest status update, the metrics, the budgets, recent achievements, the workstream statuses and milestones. That information is now being pulled back from the references in the notebook itself. And that there is a massive benefit over Copilot Chat. You can imagine needing to then add all of these files into the conversation with your Copilot, but then all your colleagues need to do the same as well when they want to also get a status update. But it can also be really narrow as well inside of a notebook. So if we go back into our different notebook experience here, and we open this option for invoice analysis, here's a past prompt that I've also run in a notebook. Again, using the content referenced in this notebook, can you provide analysis of the invoices? Copilot gets to work and gives me an update on the financial position. That itself is taken from an Excel file, being our invoice extract, which again is on the right hand side as a reference. So we can now see again that the notebook helps pull it all together. Give it a question, looks at the references and answers those. Now that is a really important distinction between chat and a notebook. The context is already there, and therefore the notebook is already in a great position to answer questions, and you can continue to add more references. The big benefit is being able to share this notebook with others, so we can Copilot Chat, which is pretty limited. So in this scenario, we can go ahead and select more in OneNote to open this directly inside of the OneNote app. And within here, we can now go and share this with colleagues. To do that, on the right-hand side, we see invite and manage members. And these individuals already have access to the notebook itself. If I now go ahead and type in my colleague's name, Matthew, we can give access to Matthew in a notebook, and all of the references will also be given access to Matthew as well. That now means that when Matthew has a question around Project Greenspace, we can drop into the notebook, ask a question, use the references that me and the team have also added, and stay on top of Greenspace too. So again, a really good value add versus what we could do in Copilot Chat, which is pretty much more about the individual conversations. And a final point on notebooks to note here is also on the left-hand side, we can give it instructions. This now means a notebook can have an identity. It understands what it's there to do. Here I'll give it some instructions now to see how they work in practice. And as we can see here, I'm asking Copilot in this notebook to act as an experienced project manager, which is supporting the team working on Project Greenspace. They should always provide concise recommendations, highlight project risks, but importantly, if it doesn't know the information, well then don't make any assumptions. With that now saved, it now means the notebook goes way beyond Copilot Chat. The interactions through Copilot now for me and the team are much more personal around what this notebook is there to do. Copilot has a role to focus on, being a project manager or a project assistant. So hopefully we're seeing there the value there of a notebook over chat. Chat for those single conversations, but a notebook for those shared conversations. The ability to collaborate and bring it all together in one single place. Throughout today, we've been working through Project Greenspace, but projects don't stay up to date by magic. Most of the important decisions, actions and discussions, well, they happen inside of meetings. And that's where today's video sponsor, Granola, fits perfectly into how we work. Granola is an AI notepad that works alongside Microsoft 365, making it incredibly easy to capture everything that happens in your meetings, whether they're on Teams, Zoom or Google Meet. Getting started couldn't be simpler. You simply sign in with your Microsoft account, automatically syncs your Outlook calendar, and it all takes around 30 seconds to get set up. Then around a minute before each meeting, Granola pops up with a reminder. Simply launch it, join your meetings as normal, and Granola will transcribe everything in the background without adding a bot to the meeting. During the meeting itself, you can still jot down your own meeting notes if you want, and afterwards Granola combines those with a transcript to create structured meeting notes, decisions and action items. Personally, one of the things I found more useful is when I'm not joining meetings that I'm a host of. How many times have been invited by a supplier and then you've joined and realised you can't capture those notes? With Granola, I can focus on the meeting, capture the conversation, decisions and actions regardless of which platform I'm running on or even who hosts the meetings. Even better, once the meeting is finished, you can chat with your meeting notes, whether that's pulling out action items, drafting a follow-up email or creating a short summary. It can all be done in seconds. So finally, an AI notepad that works with your Microsoft stack and beyond it too. And if you'd like to give Granola a try yourself, there's a link right at the top of the video description where you can also get 1 month free on any paid plan. Now let's take all of our project knowledge and see where Copilot agents fit into the picture. So when should we create an agent over using a notebook? It's a really interesting question. Well, here's my take on it. When we're also considering notebooks, they're a great collaborative place for the working team to come together and have access to those files and use an embedded agent that has those references to answer questions on. It surely saves time over using those individual or one-off conversations with Copilot Chat, especially on projects. But the problem is, what if you're working with stakeholders who have an interest in the project but are not a project member? You wouldn't give them access to the notebook because that is effectively your working area. If they ask questions, well, they could pull back incorrect information, not the information you want to share at that point. Well, in that case, how else could we also achieve it? Well, I would then consider building an agent. An agent had access to very specific files, had a very specific task to help provide status updates to stakeholders in a very structured way, ensuring we're giving the right answers at the right time in the right format. So yes, not giving access to the Copilot notebook, but building an agent with a very simple but structured task, providing status updates. So we can see a deviation there. Notebook for those shared ideas, bringing together your team to collaborate. But an agent, a very specific task or goal, which we can then use to build an agent from and then support giving the right outcomes every time. So to achieve that, we can do it really easy now in Copilot. From the Copilot app, we can go to the left-hand side and select Agents, taking us into the Agent Store. Select Create Agent on the right-hand side, and now there's a new Agent Builder experience. It is effectively an agent to build an agent. Pretty strange, right? But it does work pretty well. So inside of Message Agent Builder, I'm going to very simply give it this prompt here. You are the Project Greenspace Project Assistant. Your role is to provide project status updates and only use files referenced in your knowledge. It's important you speak professionally, don't make assumptions, and again, follow up with any questions, asking the relevant person to speak with the Project Greenspace Project Manager for any further information needed. Giving that over to Agent Builder, well, it uses it like a prompt and it begins to build out an agent we can use, and then we'll see it just in a few seconds right inside of Agent Builder. We can make some adjustments too. And there we go. On the right hand side, we now see the instructions and the purpose of the agent itself, being a Project Greenspace Project Assistant, the way it should communicate, the guidelines, the skills it will need, and how to handle missing information. But if we scroll down beneath this to knowledge, well, that's where now I want to ensure that our agent is focused on. So to do that, what I can very simply do here is click into the OneDrive attached cloud files icon, and now I can browse over to our Project Greenspace site. We can do that on the left-hand side, Project Greenspace, open a Documents folder, and then choose the folder being Status Updates. If you wonder what's in there, well, the Status Updates has a range of different Word documents that we produce in the team in a formal way, showing what's the latest on Project Greenspace. They're produced weekly, so we have a new report being added into the folder, and that's where I want the agent to also check out and answer questions from. Yes, not our working directory. So here, I'll select the status updates, which is now being added into the knowledge for the agent itself. I can also ensure that only use specified sources is set, and I could also reference org chart and profile information too. With that now done, I can also scroll down and see a range of suggested prompts we could also use and make updates to them. But I'm quite happy we can now give that a try and see how it all comes together. So we'll go over to the Preview tab, and now we can go and give our agent a question. I'll ask it for a monthly status update only using information in the reference files. The Copilot agent now looks across those different Word files to give us that structured answer the agent can support. And there we go, the reporting period, the overall status, the progress this period, and so forth. We now see that this agent could be really useful for those stakeholders that don't have access to the notebook who want to give them that information on our project, only taken from those Word files. If we're happy, I'll very simply we can go and create the agent in the top right, and we can share it with our peers. Remembering that they will need to have access to the content that the agent is also talking about. So yes, you'll need to consider the sharing permissions to that folder for status updates, but you may have already had that done anyway. So if we now share the agent here, we can choose specific people. And again, noting that the agent will only respond with knowledge that each user has access to, or for anyone in the company with that same limitation, again, that they'll need access to those files. So with that now done, I'll apply and then copy the link. And if we follow that link, we can now work with our agent, giving us that weekly project status update. So now we have a place for our peers who need to have access to the latest status updates to get them back quickly with Copilot with an agent connected to our files. But the notebook itself, well, that effectively is only shared with the project team to access those working files that are draft or just coming together. And those individual Copilot chats, well, they're separate, and we can use them for our own personal productivity with our own personal digital assistant too. So a few ways there to consider when we use a chat, whether we use notebooks or whether we go and build that elusive agent. So hopefully that's cleared up one of the biggest questions people have about Microsoft 365 Copilot. But do remember, chat is for conversations. They are very transactional, maybe one-off. Notebooks are for projects and for wider collaboration with your peers. And agents are for sharing knowledge, typically has a single or a set of objectives that you've already designed. So now you know how to approach Microsoft 365 Copilot and choose the right option at the right time. And of course, if today's tutorial has helped you out, why not let me know? Hit the like button, comment below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to find great content just like this every single week here on the channel, designed to get you more in Microsoft 365 and Copilot 2. And other than that, well, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.